The animes of summer 2023 just kept getting better and better.
Yeah, boy.
Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War Season 2, Rent-a-Girlfriend Season 3, Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5, and the Rurouni Kenshin reboot are just a few of the heavy hitters giving weebs all over the world a reason to quit their day jobs and move into their mother's basement so they can binge to their heart's content. I'm that weeb. However, arguably, the most hotly anticipated anime airing this summer is none other than Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Yes, after the anime adaptation made a huge splash in its first season, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 broke multiple US box office records. Season 2 finally came out, and it's everything we've ever wanted and more. Yes, there are more cursed techniques, there are more cursed tools, more characters, and above all, more Gojo Satoru. Don't get lost in those blue eyes. This dude can take your favorite character in a 1v1. Speaking of getting lost, it's easy to do just that while watching Season 2, especially if you haven't read the manga. Why does Gojo look younger? And since when did Gojo and Geto become friends? If you are one of those asking these questions and more, then you're in luck, because today we are going to be talking about the 5 things you need to know when watching Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Just before we get started, this video may contain a teensy-weensy bit of spoilers for Season 2. It shouldn't be an issue for you if you are already a fan of the anime, because you pretty much know what's going on already, but if you're a purist, then I suggest quickly watching Season 1 and the movie before proceeding. With that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Number 1. Story arcs. Season 2 adapts 2 major story arcs from the manga. The first one, which is one you've probably seen an episode or two of, is the Hidden Inventory Premature Death arc, which is set in 2006 and features a storyline where Gojo and Geto, who at the time were second grade sorcerers in Jujutsu High, are asked to protect Riko Amanai, the star plasma vessel. More on what that means later. The second is the Shibuya Incident arc. This arc takes place in 2018, which is pretty much the present day as far as the main continuity is concerned. It features an all-out war between curse users led by Geto and sorcerers of Jujutsu High over the fate of Shibuya. In that arc, Geto, or Pseudo-Geto, had trapped the residents of Shibuya, leaving the good guys with little choice but to rely on possibly the strongest sorcerer in the Jujutsu Kaisen world. You guessed it, Gojo Satoru. However, we quickly found out that the real trap wasn't for the Shibuya residents, but for Gojo himself. I don't want to reveal any more so we can avoid spoilers, but rest assured it's gonna be awesome. Number 2. Flashbacks. As I mentioned earlier, the first arc takes place in 2006, which makes the story a flashback set before the events of the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie. At that time, Gojo and Geto were friends and grade 2 sorcerers in Jujutsu High. Gojo was about 17 years old, while Geto was 16. This is why their appearance in this arc differs a bit from their normal appearance in Season 1. Their ideals and philosophies of life are also quite different at this point. As you may have noticed, Gojo is a bit more brash and egotistic at the start of the arc. But as the story goes on, we get to see the events that went a long way to forming the good old Gojo we know and love today. However, don't let their boyish charms and Japanese school uniforms fool ya. Even as grade 2 sorcerers, both Gojo and Geto were considered amongst the strongest sorcerers in Japan at the time, which is why they were assigned the task of protecting the star plasma vessel. Which brings us to the third thing you need to know. Number 3. Master Tengen and the Star Plasma Vessel. Now let's talk about the Star Plasma Vessel. First off, no, it's not a spaceship from Star Trek or anything. Star Plasma Vessels are young females who are compatible to be merged with Master Tengen, thus preventing Tengen from forced evolution. Tengen is an immortal, as you may already know. However, he still ages, and after a long period of time, he loses his will and may even be turned to the dark side, which would be pretty bad, especially since his powerful barrier technique that protects Jujutsu High, ergo Master Tengen's immortality, needs to be refreshed every 500 years or so. And this is where the Star Plasma Vessel comes in. At the time of the Hidden Inventory arc, Master Tengen has reached his willful immortality limit, and Riko Amanai, a young, wide-eyed high school girl, was just the Star Plasma Vessel that the doctor ordered. As the best of the best, Gojo and Geto are then assigned the ultimate escort mission to deliver Riko to Master Tengen and protect her from the curse users, who would prefer she didn't make it there alive. However, Riko Amanai is not the only new character introduced in this arc, which brings us to the next point. Number 4. New characters. Yes, we get to see a bevy of new characters in Season 2. Some have been somewhat introduced in Season 1 or in the movie. These include characters like Meimei, Choso, Nobito Zenin, Dagon, and others. These characters have had cameos in the series, but will now be given more screen time to strut their stuff in Season 2. Characters making their anime debut this season include the likes of Toji Fushiguro, Misato Kudori, the aforementioned star plasma vessel, Riko Amanai, and so on. There are other minor characters that pop up here and there, but the 3 main characters you need to keep track of are Riko Amanai, her maid, Misato, and Toji Fushiguro, who is also Megumi's dad. Besides being Megumi's dad, Toji is also a very strong and unique assassin. His lack of cursed energy makes him a perfect match for fighting high-level Jujutsu sorcerers like Gojo, which is precisely why he was hired by the Time Vessel Association, one of the factions trying to kill Megumi. This leads us to the final point to take note of. Number 5. Important groups. Not everyone is thrilled about Riko being united with Master Tengen. One of those groups of persons is Q, an organization of powerful curse users who wish to overthrow the Jujutsu Society, and they believe that killing the Star Plasma Vessel is the best way for them to make that happen. We see 2 of their members, Kokun and Bayer, in the first 2 episodes of the arc, but their cameo is cut short when Gojo and Geto step in quickly and overpower them. The second group, as I mentioned earlier, is the Time Vessel Association. This is a group that sees Master Tengen as a god and thus views his merger with a mere human as a taboo that needs to be stopped. But with Gojo looking over Riko's shoulder, they knew they would get their butts handed back to them if they fought him head on. So they hired Toji to do their dirty work for them.
No, I know. But he can.
This was how Toji and Gojo's paths crossed, and their encounter was so epic that it pretty much humbled Gojo. I will just leave it at that. So there you have it. Those are 5 important things you definitely need to know going into Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. What are your thoughts on Season 2 so far? Let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.